Hello dear students. In this lecture we are going to see the topic called Kelvin cycle, or it is also known as C3 pathway. It is a type of dark reaction as we have discussed in our last lectures about the light reaction. Okay, so in this session we are going to see about the dark reaction, and in dark reaction it comes the Kelvin cycle. As the scientist Melvin Kelvin discovered this cycle, hence the name is given Kelvin cycle. Okay, and it is also known as C3 pathway. Why it is known as C3 pathway, I'll tell you within just a few minutes. Okay, so it is a type of photosynthesis. As I told you that photosynthesis, it is carried out in two stages. First is light reaction and second is dark reaction. Dark reaction is also known as light independent reaction, and light reaction is also known as light dependent reaction. Okay, as it is depend on the light, hence it is known as light dependent reaction. And dark reaction, it is light independent reaction. There is no involvement of light. Okay, so this Kelvin cycle comes under the dark reaction. Light reaction, it produces the, when light reaction is carried out, okay, it the final product of light reaction are ATP and NADPH. These two are the final products of light reaction, and these products are further used in the dark reaction. Okay, जो finally light reaction में produce होता है ATP और NADPH, वही dark reaction में use होता है. Actually it is not right to say it as a dark reaction, because as this dark reaction, it starts from the ATP and NADPH. It requires NADPH and ATP, and these two products are produced in the light reaction, and this dark reaction, it takes the help of these two products. So it is not a right to say that Kelvin cycle, it is the dark reaction, but as the scientists have given the name dark reaction, so yes, we should go through it. But the products, or the we can say main component required for this Kelvin cycle is ATP and NADPH. Okay, and that two products are produced in the light reaction. Okay, so just to differentiate between these two stages, it is given the name light and dark reaction. Okay, वैसे तो dark reaction ये एक झूठ है, completely it is false. Okay, just to differentiate between the stages of photosynthesis, it is been given light, and opposite of light is the dark. That is the main thing. Okay, so if we see the overall process of photosynthesis, then photo means light and synthesis means to produce. Okay, so by using the light, there is production of energy, that is the light reaction, and whatever is produced in the light reaction, that is ATP and NADPH, they are further used in the Kelvin cycle. Okay, so light reaction, it is carried out in the thylakoids, in the plant cell. Okay, in the chloroplast, these thylakoids are present. So light reaction is carried out in the thylakoids, which gives the production of ATP and NADPH. Okay, तो light reaction से हमें ATP और NADPH मिलता है. कैसे मिलता है ये हमने स्टडी किया है. Okay, and then afterwards Kelvin cycle is run, that is dark reaction, which takes place in the stroma of chloroplast. Okay, so it takes place in the stroma of chloroplast, and it produces organic compounds like carbohydrate or any sugar molecule like glucose, sucrose, any sugar molecule. Okay, so that is the overall view of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is carried out in two stages, light and dark reaction. Light reaction, the product of light reaction are ATP, which is used as the energy source in the dark reaction, and NADPH, it is used as a reducing power, or it acts as a reducing power. Okay, and then there is conversion of this carbon dioxide into the glucose molecule. So this is overall view of photosynthesis. Now Kelvin cycle, it was discovered by scientist Melvin Kelvin. It takes place in the stroma. Okay, it takes place in the stroma of chloroplast. It doesn't require light, just it takes the help of NADPH and ATP molecule, which were already produced in the light reaction, and as it fixes the carbon from the atmosphere, hence it is also known as the carbon fixation cycle. Okay, so other names for this cycle are C3 cycle or light independent reaction. Why C3 cycle? Because here the first stable product which is formed, it contains the 3 carbon compound. Okay, hence it is known as the C3 cycle. It uses carbon dioxide to form glucose. तो ये atmospheric carbon dioxide use करता है, and then that carbon dioxide is converted into glucose. How this carbon dioxide is converted into glucose, what are the intermediate reactions, that we are going to see in the Kelvin cycle. Okay, here ATP is used as an energy source, NADPH is used as a reducing power, and 6 turn of cycle make 1 molecule of glucose. Okay, so when our cycle runs 6 times, जब हमारी केल्विन साइकिल ये 6 बार घूमती है, तब हमें ग्लूकोज मॉलिक्यूल मिलता है. ठीक है, क्योंकि ये एक कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड है. ओके, एंड दैट कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड कंटेन 1 कार्बन मॉलिक्यूल, और ग्लूकोज में तो 6 कार्बन मॉलिक्यूल है, तो इसीलिए ये साइकिल 6 बार घूमती है, एंड फाइनली वी गेट glucose. Okay, so from 6 molecules of carbon dioxide we get the 1 glucose molecule. So that is about the Kelvin cycle. It takes place in the stroma. This is the stroma, these are the thylakoids or granum we can say, and this is the structure of chloroplast. Okay, and finally from carbon dioxide we get this glucose molecule. That is the process of Kelvin cycle. The main important component in Kelvin cycle is the enzyme RuBisCo. Okay, लाइट रिएक्शन में एक भी एंजाइम हमें नहीं लगा था, लेकिन डार्क रिएक्शन में एंजाइम की जरूरत होती है. इट इज एंजाइम डिपेंडेंट रिएक्शन, while light reaction it doesn't require any type of enzyme, instead it requires electrons. Okay, and this dark reaction it requires enzyme. The most abundant enzyme is RuBisCo. RuBisCo stands for ribulose bisphosphate carboxylase oxygenase. That is the full form of RuBisCo, and the main function of this enzyme is to fix carbon. Okay, to fix carbon from air and to convert that into the glucose or any sugar molecule. That is the main function of this enzyme RuBisCo. So it is present in abundant form. It is found everywhere, as this enzyme is present in the plant. So the amount of this enzyme is large. Okay, it is found worldwide. So that is about the RuBisCo. The Kelvin cycle, it involves the process of carbon fixation, and the same points are repeating. Carbon fixation, that is a production of any organic compound. Okay, so this cycle, it takes place in 3 stages, or 3 steps are there. First is carboxylation, means to fix the carbon. Okay, that is the carboxylation. Second is reduction, and third is regeneration. ओके, तो पहले स्टेप में क्या होता है, एटमॉस्फेरिक कार्बन फिक्स होता है बाय द एंजाइम RuBisCo. ओके, सेकेंड स्टेप में रिडक्शन होता है, मीन्स NADPH और ATP का इन्वॉल्वमेंट है means this NADPH, it serve as the it serve as the reducing power. Okay, and regeneration means what? Again to regenerate, again to produce. What to produce? Here we have to produce again ribulose 1,5 bisphosphate, that is RuBP. Okay, देखते हैं आप one by one each step in detail. First step is carboxylation, which is also called as carbon fixation, just to fix the atmospheric carbon. That is the first step. तो कैसे की जाती है ये पहली step? So for that we require 3 molecules of carbon dioxide which is present in the atmosphere. Okay, so 3 molecules of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, these are joined or combined to 3 molecules of RuBP. RuBP stands for ribulose 1,5 bisphosphate. Okay, ribulose 1,5 bisphosphate. So these 3 molecules of carbon dioxide, they joined with 3 molecules of RuBP, which is अगर हम RuBP का स्ट्रक्चर देखें तो ये 5 कार्बन कंपाउंड है. ठीक है, जैसे कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड में 1 कार्बन होता है, वैसे RuBP में 5 कार्बन कंपाउंड है. ओके, सो इट इज द 5 कार्बन कंपाउंड शुगर, and this process is carried out by the enzyme called as RuBisCo, ribulose bisphosphate carboxylase oxygenase. Okay, so that is the first step. Diagrammatically फिर से समझते हैं. See, we have 3 carbon. 3 कार्बन कहाँ से हैं? 3 कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड मॉलिक्यूल. ओके, सो एटमॉस्फेरिक कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड के 3 मॉलिक्यूल से, यानी कि कितने कार्बन हो गए? 3 कार्बन हो गए. ठीक है, 1 कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड 1 कार्बन, सेकेंड कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड सेकेंड कार्बन, थर्ड कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड 3 कार्बन. सो लाइक दैट वी हैव 3 कार्बन. Okay, so this is the 3 molecules of carbon dioxide. It combines with the 3 molecules of RuBP sugar. Okay, and it contains 5 carbon. तो ये है पहला RuBP, ये है दूसरा RuBP और ये है थर्ड RuBP. Okay, so like that we have 3 molecules of RuBP. और ये कैसे? And this RuBP, it is present in the plant cell. Okay, it is present in the plant cell, which combine with the atmospheric carbon and convert it into the 6 carbon compound. इसका conversion होता है 6 carbon compound में, जो stable नहीं है. Okay, which is not stable. So that unstable compound is immediately splitted into 2 compounds containing 3 carbon atoms. Getting my point? So that is the thing. तो यहाँ पर है एटमॉस्फेरिक कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, इट कंबाइंस विद द RuBP, 3 molecules of RuBP with the help of this RuBisCo enzyme. Okay, so what we get up till now, this forms 3 molecules which have 6 carbon and total it create 18 carbon. Simple calculation है. M stands for molecule. Okay, so 3 molecules of carbon dioxide and it contains 1 carbon, so 3 ones are 3. Okay, 3 मॉलिक्यूल से कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड के 3 मॉलिक्यूल से कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड के और हर मॉलिक्यूल में 1 कार्बन है. ओके, सो 3 ones are 3 and in this RuBP we have 5 कार्बन. और कितने मॉलिक्यूल से? ये 3 मॉलिक्यूल से. तो 5 3s are 15. ठीक है, 5 3s are 15. 15 प्लस 3 18. तो हमें टोटल अब तक हमारे पास कितने कार्बन है? 18 कार्बन है. ओके, वी हैव 18 कार्बन. इट इज़ वेरी सिंपल कैलकुलेशन. आपके पास कितने नंबर के मॉलिक्यूल है और उसमें कितने कार्बन प्रेजेंट है, जस्ट दैट आई हैव मल्टीप्लाइड. ओके, सो हियर वी हैव 3 कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड ईच कंटेनिंग 1 कार्बन, सो 3 ones are 3 and here we have 3 molecules of RuBP and each RuBP have 5 carbon. Okay, so 5 3s are 15 and 15 plus 3 18. So overall in the first step we have 18 carbon compounds. ठीक है, 18 carbon atom है. This is the first step known as the carbon fixation. Now second step, that is reduction. अब जो ATP और NADPH प्रोड्यूस हुआ है लाइट रिएक्शन में, it will be used in this Kelvin cycle at the second step called as reduction. Okay, so the question has came, where did the NADPH and ATP come from to do this? So it comes from the light reaction. Okay, it comes from the light reaction. Now let's see. अब हमारे पास this was our last product. Okay, अब ये जो कार्बन है, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड का जो कार्बन है, इट विल गेट अटैच टू दिस. अब 5 का क्या हो गया, 6 हो गए. ओके, सो दिस इज द 6 कार्बन कंपाउंड्स. ओके, एंड दिस इज, it actually forms the 6 molecules of phosphoglyceraldehyde and it is unstable product. ये अनस्टेबल है, इसीलिए इमीडिएटली स्प्लिट हो जाता है 2 कंपाउंड्स में, 3 का डिवाइडेशन करके. ओके, इट गेट इमीडिएटली स्प्लिटेड इनटू 2 कंपाउंड्स कॉल्ड एज 3-phosphoglyceraldehyde. Okay, at the 3rd position phosphate group is attached, so 3-phosphoglyceraldehyde. So here there is involvement of ATP plus there is involvement of NADPH. NADPH get converted into NADP plus and ATP get converted into ADP. Okay, तो यहाँ पर ATP यूज होता है और NADPH भी यूज होता है just to break this compound. Okay, so that is the thing. Now how much molecules of ATP and NADPH are used here? 6 molecules of ATP and 6 molecules of NADPH, क्योंकि it is the 6 carbon compound, so we require 6 ATP and 6 NADPH. Okay, so that is there. It is very simple. यहाँ पर कार्बन अटैच हुआ है and this is the unstable product, so immediately it gets splitted into 2 molecules of 3-phosphoglyceraldehyde. Okay, so that is our second step. Now there are 6 3 carbon molecules. ठीक है, हमारे पास 6 कार्बन मॉलिक्यूल है. Okay, so these are the we have 6 carbon molecules which are known as G3P. Okay, यही जो है that is the 6 carbon molecule and it is known as G3P or also that is glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate और PGL phosphoglyceraldehyde, कोई भी आप बोल सकते हैं. Since the Kelvin cycle it started with the 15 carbon. Okay, it started with the 15 carbon and there are now 18 carbons. Total हमें 18 carbons मिले थे. If you remember this step, okay, we have total 18 carbon. यहाँ पर 15 plus 3 हमारे पास 18 carbon थे. Now एक्स्ट्रा 3 कार्बन ऐड हो चुके हैं. ओके, वी हैव नेट गेन ऑफ 3 कार्बन्स. यहाँ पर हमें 3 कार्बन्स ऐड हो चुके हैं. सी 1 2 3. ओके, 3 कार्बन्स हैव बीन एडेड. सो व्हाट हैपेंड, वन ऑफ दिस एक्स्ट्रा 3 कार्बन PGL, एक जो फॉस्फोग्लिसरल्डिहाइड है, ये एग्जिट हो जाता है और यूज किया जाता है टू फॉर्म हाफ ग्लूकोज मॉलिक्यूल. हाफ ग्लूकोज मॉलिक्यूल मीन्स व्हाट, वी नो दैट ग्लूकोज इज 6 कार्बन कंपाउंड, लेकिन यहाँ पर जो ये PGAL है फॉस्फोग्लिसरल्डिहाइड, इट जस्ट गिव्स 3 कार्बन कंपाउंड. फिर से साइकिल रन होती है, फिर सेकेंड बार हाफ फॉस्फोग्लिसरल्डिहाइड कंबाइन होता है. सो 3 + 3 इट गिव्स 6 ग्लूकोज मॉलिक्यूल. ओके, दैट इज द वेरी सिंपल कैलकुलेशन. पहले टर्न में हमें मिला है 3 कार्बन कंपाउंड, फिर दूसरे टर्न में हमें मिला है 3 कार्बन कंपाउंड और इस तरीके से हमारा मिल जाता है हमें ग्लूकोज. Okay, so that is the all about this how the glucose molecule is been produced. In simple way, ये cycle 6 बार run की जाती है to carry out or to produce the glucose, because glucose is 6 carbon compound. Okay, so it has been carried out 3 times to produce the 1 glucose molecule. Next is regeneration of RuBP. अब RuBP जो है ribulose 1,5-bisphosphate. Okay, so there is now regeneration of RuBP. Since this is the Kelvin cycle, we must end up back at the beginning. As this is the cycle, तो cycle की property ये होती है कि to run continuously. Okay, it runs continuously. Now the remaining 5 G3P, 5 जो बचे हुए 5 G3P molecules है, okay, that is 3 carbon each. They get rearranged and they form 3 RuBP molecules. वो rearrange होते हैं, ATP यूज होता है, regenerate करना है तो एनर्जी की ज़रूरत पड़ेगी. Okay, and then there is final conversion of your RuBP molecule. Okay, so that is all about 5 G3P. why? Because एक molecule जो है G3P का वो यूटिलाइज हो चुका है फॉर द प्रोडक्शन ऑफ ग्लूकोज. ओके, इसीलिए जो बचे हैं वो RuBP को रीजनरेट करेंगे. सो हियर 5 G3P is there. So that is all about the Kelvin cycle. Let's summarize this Kelvin cycle diagrammatically. तो सबसे पहले हमने देखा what we have shown that in plant cell 5 carbon compound sugar is present that is known as RuBP, ribulose 1,5 bisphosphate. Okay, तो ये है RuBP 1 2 3 4 5 carbon compounds है. Okay, so this is RuBP which is present in the plant cell. It get combined with the 3 molecules of carbon dioxide with the help of enzyme RuBisCo, and there is production of 6 molecules of phosphoglyceraldehyde which is unstable product. So it immediately gets splitted into 2 molecules. Okay, 2 molecules of PGA, that is phosphoglyceraldehyde. इसका splitting होता है. And then this aldehyde is get converted into this 6 molecules of GA3, that is glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate. Okay, तो यहाँ पर यूज होते हैं हमारे NADPH और ATP. Why 6? Because here 6 molecules are there, so we have used हर molecule को एक ATP लगेगा. Okay, so 6 ATP here energy is utilized, so it is converted into ADP, and here there is NADPH is converted into NADP plus and H plus. Okay, so here we have 6 molecules of glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate. अब जैसे कि मैंने आपको कहा एक मॉलिक्यूल यहाँ यूटिलाइज होता है फॉर द प्रोडक्शन ऑफ ग्लूकोज, और बाकी के 5 फिर से रिवर्स जाते हैं फॉर द प्रोडक्शन ऑफ RuBP. अब एज इट इज रीजनरेशन स्टेप, मतलब हमें फिर से जनरेट करना है. अब जनरेट करना है तो एनर्जी की जरूरत होगी. ओके, सो हियर ATP इज बीन प्रोवाइडेड. ATP it get converted into ADP and there is final production of RuBP. Okay, so that is all the cycle called as the Kelvin cycle. Same यहाँ पर दिखाया है. Okay, whatever we have shown in the theoretical form. So overall अगर हम if we'll see about the numbering of this carbon compounds or how much ATP are required or produced, then it gives the count like 3 tons of Kelvin cycle. जब Kelvin cycle 3 बार भागती है. Okay, जब Kelvin cycle when it runs 3 times, that time it produce 1 G3P molecule. Okay, in short means what, अभी जो हमने देखा वही 3 कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड मॉलिक्यूल, इट प्रोड्यूस 1 G3P कंटेनिंग 3 कार्बन. ओके, तो ऐसे हमें 2 बार हम रन करते हैं, मतलब 3 + 3 = 6. So that is the calculation. It is very simple. Just you have to keep in mind that to produce 1 glucose molecule, this cycle is run 6 times. Okay, so 3 carbon dioxide, it gives 1 G3P molecule, that is glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate, which is 3 carbon containing compound, and 6 tons of Kelvin cycle, it gives 1 sugar molecule. Okay, जब 6 बार cycle घूमती है, it gives 1 glucose molecule, and 6 carbon dioxide, same इसी का मतलब है 6 carbon dioxide, it gives 1 glucose molecule. 3 carbon dioxide, it gives 1 G3P molecule. So total हमारे पास कितने हैं, 18 ATP and 12 NADPH. ओके, मीन्स व्हाट, एक साइकिल में, ओके, एक साइकिल में हमें 3 ATP लगते हैं. एट द 1 साइकिल वी रिक्वायर्ड 3 ATP. सो 6 साइकिल्स में कितने लगेंगे? ओके, 1 सेकेंड. यस, सो एट 1 साइकिल वी रिक्वायर 3 ATP. ओके, एक साइकिल में हमें लगते हैं 3 ATP एट 1 साइकिल. तो हमें 6 साइकिल में कितने लगेंगे? 6 3 = 18. ओके, सो ओवरऑल 18 ATP आर बीन means the energy utilized by this Kelvin cycle to make 1 glucose molecule is 18 ATP. ओके, 18 ATP है. और NADPH हमें एक साइकिल में कितने लगते हैं? 2 NADPH. ओके, at the 1 cycle or to carry out 1 cycle we require 2 NADPH. तो 6 साइकिल्स रन करने के लिए हमें कितने NADPH लगेंगे? 6 2 जा 12. ओके, सो दैट इज द सिंपल कैलकुलेशन. ओवरऑल 6 बार अगर हम केल्विन साइकिल रन करते हैं तब हमें 18 ATP की ज़रूरत होती है और 12 NADPH की ज़रूरत होती है. ओके, सो दिस 18 ATP plus 12 NADPH, it gives us 1 glucose molecule. So that is a very simple calculation. Just this step you have to keep in mind. अगर आपको पता है कि एक साइकिल रन करने के लिए आपको 3 ATP और 2 NADPH की ज़रूरत पड़ती है, तो 6 साइकिल रन करने के लिए आपको 18 ATP और 12 NADPH की ज़रूरत होगी. सो दैट इज़ द simple thing to understand. Moving on, let's summarize the photosynthesis process. It is divided into 2 stages: light reaction and Kelvin cycle. लाइट रिएक्शन में हमारे ATP प्रोड्यूस होते हैं, NADPH इज बीन प्रोड्यूस्ड, वाटर इज कंज्यूम्ड एंड स्प्लिटेड इनटू हाइड्रोजन एंड ऑक्सीजन, एंड दिस ऑक्सीजन प्रोवाइड्स or supplies electrons. Then it reaches from ground to excited state and then electrons are transferred. Okay, that already we have discussed. Kelvin cycle में क्या होता है? It consumes carbon dioxide and produce the sugar molecule like glucose. Okay, then it regenerate ADP and NADP. और यहाँ पर Kelvin cycle में ATP और NADPH, okay, ATP and NADPH जो लाइट रिएक्शन में प्रोड्यूस हुए थे, it get reduced to ADP and NADP. Okay, so that is the summary of this photosynthesis. So yes, this was all about the Kelvin cycle, the reaction, and some summarized points of this photosynthesis process. In next lecture we will discuss about the this regulation of Kelvin cycle. I hope you might have understood this cycle. Thank you.